They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Over.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Anthony Barr in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Detroit! Over! 3rd and long here for Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he's got a man complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over! Over, over! Over, over!
On second down, Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now come the Cardinals. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Rosen. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Walker. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with Logan. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Detroit! 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 Over!
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marcel Darius coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw. Going deep for Walker. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of something?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Anthony Barr in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Cardinals on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Watching now, Barney!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now Rosen on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, four down. Over.
On second down, Rosen. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cardinals on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll run it. Freeman. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Leopard!
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Cardinals on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jensen. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Gun! Detroit! Gun! Over! Gun!
Rosen to throw again. And over the middle, this is Parker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here we go. 3-19. Gun! 3-19. Detroit! Gun! Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19. Over.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Cardinals on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go. Gun! Detroit! Check four. Watch it now, Barney.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Jensen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Lucky 56. Over. Detroit.
Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Gun!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Detroit! 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 Over! Watch him now, Barney! No, check! Patriot!
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And some room to roll now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
And now it's Rosen looking. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Leopard!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
second down. Here's Rosen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Third and long here for Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Rosen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On third down, Devontae Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah.